happy Monday. Oh, today I'm not going to rush as much as I did on Friday. How about that? And a very happy birthday to Tony, who's here watching the live stream on Big Birthday Day. Yay, I hope you have a fabulous one. Right, and hello to everybody else who's here. Leanne and Kim and Connie and Lori and Elaine and Courtney, Debbie, Sophia, Valerie, who am I missing? Another Debbie, Barbara. Oh, a third Debbie, we got all the Debbies here. Sam and Jenna and Jennifer and Allison. Hello, and welcome. I'm going to scrapbook a photo of my small person and me together in matching outfits. We do that sometimes. So yeah, that's what I've got for today. And let's have a look at what I did very quickly on Friday. Are you coming in to say hello? Okay, come here then. Hold on. All right, let's see if you're in the shot, if I switch this camera back on. Oh, I said we sometimes do matching outfits and they can't see. So put the sword down, please. I don't want to be impaled when I go to illustrate. But sometimes we wear matching outfits. I'm very excited about this. He's actually had this shirt for like 3 years. It's a little gun tank shirt made from a duvet. And you can move. It's not a still photo. You can move. This is kind of creepy that you're not moving. Anyway, yeah, so little gun tank made that for him. Don't step on your sword. Yeah. Ah! Tis a flesh wound. It's not a real sword, just to clarify. Yeah, and then Silly Girl Club is somebody who makes all different things, dresses and jumpers and things all out of duvets. And she had this fabric come up. It's the same fabric. So she made me a collar to match his lovely shirt. And we're just going to rock this look until he grows out of the shirt, which is, by all accounts, not very long because it's right at his waist. But it's cute while it lasts. Okay, right. Was there anything you wanted to say, or did you just want to appear in a top hat? And? Oh, and give me a hat. Do I need to wear this hat for the rest of the live stream? Yes. Let's see. What do we think? Yes? Yes. I like that if it goes off the top, we can pretend it's like super tall.
Then we can.
Okay. Right. So shall I scrapbook now?
Yeah.
Summer holidays,
can
folks.
I use your branding strips? Do you have branding strips?
Oh, if I have any branding strips, I will alert you. Oh, careful though. Okay. He goes to take a branding strip off the Jenga stack, which is my trimmer.
I have two.
Two branding strips? Okay. Right, you can take those. Now, moving back. Okay, so we've got this one that I did super fast on Friday. Got it? Okay. So this is going to have journaling in these two spaces here and some gold mist once that's done. But that was like the fastest layout ever because this beautiful Vicky paper is already all layered up. So we just added a few bits on top and it was all done. So I only had a very short window of time. In truth, it turned out I had less time than I thought. I didn't realize. Every other day that he had rehearsal last week, it started at 10:30. Friday started at 10, and I did not know. I did not get this memo. So when we rocked up, and I'm like, "Oh, we're just a couple minutes late. Sorry." And they're like, "No, you're not. You're considerably more than a couple minutes late." But it was all fine in the end, and he had a show on. Well, he did 2 performances on Friday night, and it was all fine. So I was just very mortified that I had not got the memo that it was different start time. But I literally hadn't got the memo, and I was on a different email list, and they didn't send it to me, so I didn't get it. Anyway, moving on. It was all fine. Okay, so reds, because this is... Oh, can we get this in the light? It feels very dark. The print is not dark. My desk just looks dark. Maybe... Hold on. I closed the curtain because I thought it was too bright. Now it feels too dark. So what happens if I open it maybe even a little bit? Okay, I think that's a bit better. Right, so can we get a good shot of this? So we dressed up as the Dapper Dans for a Disney bounding picnic, and we are entirely clothed in secondhand finds, I do believe, which is nice. But yeah, so we're gonna go reds today to bring out the reds of our outfits. And the Dapper Dans often wear a variety of colors rather than just all red, but at Christmas they do all wear the red. But anyway, we just decided we would go matching rather than not. Now, I've got you, bless you, mister. I've got this red background, yeah. So I'm thinking that is where we start, which means he can have this branding strip. Although actually, it's a pretty cool one. Are you going to do something fabulous with it, or are you going to fold it into tiny pieces?
I want to fold it.
Okay, because I actually might use this one.
I want to use it.
Okay.
What is it? Can I see it?
Well, see, the branding side is fine, but look, that's a really good one, isn't it?
That is.
Should I put it on a page? Because it's even got red and white stripes to match us.
Put it on that page.
Put it on this page.
Also,
Okay. Yes. Oh, no. So worlds have been colliding here. So we have the flying Ford Anglia, but it has picked up Rabbit, Piglet, Pooh,
and Tiger fell off
and
earlier
Eeyore,
in
and
the day.
Tigger. This is Tigger's rucksack here, I believe. Oh, no, is that Rabbit's rucksack? No, it is Tigger's.
That's Tigger's rucksack.
Tigger's rucksack, but Tigger has bounced off somewhere
fell
else.
off.
He fell off.
And he was like,
Okay.
why is it always
And
me?
here's a very wise owl to watch over us. Okay.
Owl couldn't cling on. There isn't an owl in the set.
Okay. Right. Can you very carefully take those so we don't end up with any minifigs lost in my studio? Thank you. And we will get start here. Sophia says it is quite a gloomy grey day, except right before I went live, there was a massive patch of sunshine and like blindingly so. So that's why I closed the drapes. One, I never use that word, so that's weird, and two, they're blinds. Okay, so bend and snap, and let's work out a plan, and then I'll give my speech. We'll be all good. Hello, Leslie. And Sarah's here. Okay. Now, I will say there's more photos to come from this day. I literally just printed the first one that we both had nice faces in. And we've got nice shots of us individually, so I think I'll probably need to do something that goes along with this, and I don't have any more of that paper, so, you know, we're going to mix and match a whole bunch of patterns so that it's possible. More to a facing page later, and it still feel fine. So maybe that's where that branding strip goes, because then I could bring in this diagonal stripe to a facing page, even though it'll be on a very different background. So we have got, because that, yeah, the little photo, I could print the individual photos small and put them on that. That's a plan. That is a plan. Okay, so we've got some red here. We've got some wood green here, which I like the idea of. Some cameras, some polka dots. Yeah? Right. And we have chipboard. Marvin is joining us from Kansas. Kay is joining us from Minnesota. Excellent. Lovely to see you. Sophia is laughing that my trimmer now resembles a Jenga tower. Yes, if Jenga was made from scrapbook paper, I believe yes. Okay. So we can have this red Hello Summer. And that red chipboard frame up the top. Okay. So I think we'll start with these bits here, that background paper, those three patterns, that bit of chipboard, and this one here. maybe that one too. Might be one of these on this page and one on the facing page. But I'm pulling out all the reds. It's like pulling out all the stops except only the red ones. Just the red ones. I have this black one too. Oh, Janet is here in Toronto. I don't want to go to Toronto. I don't want to go. Okay. So does that feel like a plan? Well, I mean, it's not a sketch, but it's a selection of stuff, and I think it's all going to go together. So this is, both of these are Simple Stories Little Things. This is Simple Stories Trail Mix. This is 49 in Market. The chipboard is Echo Park. The 3x4 cards are Vicky B's Where to Next. All right, let's do a little speech. Sophia's got a question. I'm having to do a complete reorganization and sort through of my arting and craft stuff. I regret it, but it needs to be done. But I'm finding all sorts of stuff such as pin flags. Remember those? And these were not rusted, but still not going to risk putting them on a layout. Maybe on a card. And it doesn't matter if it rusts so much. Hello! My name's Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally, I need to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for coming to watch my hashtag advertising. I appreciate you being here, whether you're live, chatty, watch from Tomorrowland, quiet, scrapbook, don't scrapbook, used to scrapbook and thinking about coming back to scrapbooking. We want you here. It's all good. Listen to me to go to sleep. Any of these things, completely all fine. And welcome. As long as you're nice, you're welcome here, and we love it. Now, you can find in the box below the video all sorts of links to things that all fall under the declaration of hashtag advertising that you might find wonderful, and I will definitely find wonderful if you do. So that includes links to all the supplies I'm using here. That's the link that says August Best of Both Worlds shopping list, and the list of stuff that I'm going to use next month. That's the September Best of Both Worlds kit, which I've also pinned to the top of the live chat. And next month's kit has 10 different sheets of paper from my brand new collection with American Crafts called Main Character Energy, and that means that you can also find links to that collection at both scrapbook.com and Cherry on Top in the link description below. I only link to those two because I have affiliate links there, but if you have a local store that is stocking that collection, please buy from your local store and keep them in business. We love that too. I just can't link to everybody, and that's how that works. Cool. I have no problem with you shopping wherever you find it. But I love your enthusiasm for that. And by the way, posted a whole bunch of photos or posts of different pages and projects people have made with Main Character Energy so far, and stuck it in a saved highlight on my Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram, just Shimelle is my username there. And then it's currently the first little bubble, and I will keep adding to that. So if you post something that you've made with Main Character Energy, please tag me at Shimelle, but also add the hashtag AC Main Character Energy. And that way, anybody who then has those supplies, it's like, oh, I have this collection. What kind of things could I make with it? Could click on that hashtag and find stuff that everybody's made, all different styles of scrapbooker, which means more stuff than I could ever show you just with my own style. And we all end up happily ever after using what we buy. Fabulous? Fabulous. Thank you. Right. Let's make this page. Okay. So I've already trimmed that one. Oh, he's left Wise Owl to look after me here. Did I show you my new theater washi tape? It's sitting here. I just put the owl in front of it. That's why So I actually got 3. So this one has all different shows from the West End. Wicked, Phantom, Mamma Mia, Newsies, Heathers, Cabaret, Saturday Night Fever? No. What a Night In? A jukebox musical. Hamilton, Matilda, Lion King, Tina, 6, Back to the Future, Moulin Rouge, Les Mis, Frozen, Book of Mormon, Bonnie and Clyde. There we go. So that was very exciting. And I've also got one that's all Wicked and one that's all Newsies. Yay. little bundle. So that's from my favorite little sticker shop for theater stuff on Etsy called Letters to July. Melissa says, will thickers be restocked? I hope so. Yeah. I do not handle anything about like how many of anything American Crafts makes, and I still have elements from the collection that I don't have yet. But yeah, if like when scrapbook.com have run out of the purple thickers, they will have ordered more. If there are more available, they will have them. Cool. Right, first thing first, with the chipboard frame, we need to see, is the frame bigger, smaller, what than the photo? And it is the inside of this photo, inside of this frame is, I mean, I could do it that way. It's going to cut off my foot. I think I kind of prefer to use it like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to mat this in red. Where did I put sketch chalk? Oh, there. Okay. Okay. And Tony, none of us have used all of what we bought. It's okay. Just here to help us use what we can. Now that's funny. I've ended up with no dots in that section. I didn't mean to do that. It's just coincidence of where the photo ended up. Okay. So I've got red there. I think brown edges for this because I've got a bit of warm here and I'm going to use this. I think it could go brown or black either way, but I'm thinking brown for today. So where's brown ink? Where's brown booper? Good question. Oh, it's right in front of me. Right next to the ink. Oh, sometimes. Lori, we're not going to curate a museum collection for an apocalypse. We're going to curate a scrapbook full of stuff. And that's for the apocalypse. There you go. There you go. That's what we're going to curate. We can do it. We can do it. I have faith. Although, the other day, I typed keep the faith into my phone in a message, and it auto-corrected to keep the fairy. So I'm up for that too. Have fairies. It's fine. Okay, Sharpie is here. Hello, sketch chalk. So there's my square. There's a bonus bit of green thread. So this looks like this, right? And I'm thinking that. So that means this photo is going to be in the foreground. I'm going to pop it all up because it's going to sit on top of this chipboard frame, which is going to be here. If I draw this inside bit like that, then you know that's the frame. This is the photo. I'm going to put, I think, the camera pattern in here. Pattern in frame. Why is it that when I go to write with a sketch, I forget words and how to write them? Okay, then we've got these boxes here. I feel like I kind of want to work with that. So there's, what, 5 boxes across the top, which I've not drawn to scale here at all. So I kind of want to add more box elements. And some of them kind of look torn. So I might tear some of the box elements. That's a trigger warning for Amy and anyone else who gets anxiety about torn paper. You're all good. Okay, so then that means where is the title going? Well, I've got all this space here up until my foot. So I think the title is going to go here. And the journaling is going to go here. And the embellishment is going to be in these bits here, but I'm not sure which squares are going to get them yet. Okay. So there is the sketch, if you think it warrants a screen grab, possibly only for lols. There we go. Right, so that is what we are going to work with. Okay. Pick the owl back up. Owl and hedgehog, you're going to get along. It's fine. Okay. And I've got, yeah, did I put these into the sketch? No, I did not. So we'll see if they make it in or not. But let's fill this frame with the camera print. Like that. Oh my goodness, the most annoying noisy fly, and it just flew right through. Ah, it is summer indeed. Okay, those cameras right side up? Yes, they are. Oh, I end up with a fair amount of space to do some work in here and here. I like that. Okay. Embellishment-wise, getting an idea here. These and these. So we've got a bit of red there. Some florals and strawberries. Okay. And could use this plus some letter stickers above here, I think would be fair play. All right. So then let's have a look at those journaling cards. Maybe add one, and I'm gonna tear it in half, and part of it's gonna go up here, and part of it's gonna go down here. Okay. You know, Courtney, the difference in school holiday dates between North America and here gets me every time, because you guys are ending school for the summer when we still have another half term. So we have a week off at the end of May, but then we go back to school, which doesn't finish until almost the end of July. WB school finished on the 21st of July this year. And then you're already thinking like summer is basically over and you're doing back to school shopping when we're just starting to get used to the idea of summer. And it's always weird to me. So we go back in the first week of September. So it is a much shorter break than a lot of American schools because we just have 6 weeks summer holiday. But yeah, it starts a lot later. So those of you who are going back to school now, it does seem so quick to me, but it's because you were out earlier. Okay, so that on the back of that chipboard. And then this is going to come down here. That's going to go up here. I'm going to go ahead and stick this. Oh my goodness, Fly, you're going to drive me mad. It's driving me mad too. It's driving WB mad too. Do they have this in real television? I don't think so. Oh, there's a whole Breaking Bad episode. The Adhesive Avengers, like, yes, they did a whole episode of Breaking Bad about it. Oh, yes, I remember now. Too funny. WB singing a musical in the other room. I mean, it's all calm and normal here.
I'm singing the wrong lyrics.
Yeah, WB is singing the wrong lyrics to a musical. But he's not going to sing that out loud. Thank you. Because he forgets. I'm not supposed to let you know what show he's in. So, there we go. Right, this needs popping in between here. Can you hear it buzzing? Or does it get filtered out? Because it's very loud. Yep, Scotland goes back this week or next. Yeah, they finish earlier and go back earlier. This is true. Which does mean, Scottish friends, were your kids already out of school when we had the actual summer weather? Because June was way warmer than July and August so far. So you might have had actual summer weather. July was more like September, October usually here this month or this year. So there we go. Okay, so I've got that sort of block to start with. I'm going to just put a couple squares on here because I feel like it's already starting to bend with the chipboard. So I'm not going to stick it. I'm just going to leave them on here so that it doesn't get squashed. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm off the camera. Let's make sure that we're back in the shot. We are. Okay. No one asked you, fly. Please go away. Ew. Right. Also, I don't want it to drink my coffee, so maybe I should drink my coffee. Sophia said the summer holidays have felt weird because it's been so wet. Yes. When WB started, one of the things I needed to pack for him was to make sure he had a raincoat so that if they take the kids out between when you drop them and when they perform, that they don't get all wet, and also that then they're prepared for whatever the weather may change to between drop off and pickup. Fine. Really didn't expect that every single show he would need the raincoat all summer long, but he has only had, I believe, one day in when it wasn't raining, either a drop off or pickup or somewhere in the middle. Crazy amount of rain this summer. But the heath is much greener than usual, so, you know, we take some, we win some, we lose some. It's all good. Right. So this much here. Now, what do we think about pulling out some main character energy stamps already? Do we want to do that? Because I've got my little camera stamp. I'm thinking that this background paper would look really nice with stamps, and I know that I drew the boxes here, and I was originally thinking maybe boxes of the pattern paper, but now I'm thinking those boxes could be stamped images mixed with a little bit of pattern paper, and I think that could be cool. Yeah? So, let's see. We've got that. We could have some stamping in black and some stamping in candy apple. Yes, we do want the stamps. Okay. Okay, let's have the rest of that stamp set, which is, oh, look, this is handy, Shimelle. That's the package. Where are the rest of the stamps that were in that package? Good question. Oh, Lori's like, it must be nice to have rain, she says, crying in California. Oh, yeah. It is not the same everywhere. That is 100% for sure. Okay. Did I put the stamps in this stack, or did I put them with the main character energy stuff? Either way, we can do it. Might use those in there too. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. And I have these letter stickers. Don't forget. Okay, I didn't put them in here, so we will grab them from the main character energy box, which must be where I put them. Which would be where now? I've done some moving things around. Hold the phone. Where would that be now? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, get my microphone caught. Nice. Okay. Oh, China says it's over 100 in Texas. Ah, so hot. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking is that I'm going to use the grid and the ledger and layer them up behind. So we're going to do that bit in black. Let's just have good old black distress inks because distress ink is not made for perfect stamping, but I don't want it to be perfect on top of this, which is all distressed and textured and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking there. I'm going to stamp it once down here where it's going to be covered up because I haven't stamped this stamp yet ever. First time for everything. So I just want to see that it comes out clean. Yep, that's fine. So then we go again. No, you don't need to push this hard on an ink pad usually, but remember that's my edging ink pad, which I tend to use for things where I don't want it to be juicy, so I never re-ink it. So if I do actually want to stamp with it, I have to make an effort. That's all. Go. So that's going to be like that. And then we'll try the other one, which is ledger lines. And we'll do the same thing, stamp it here in the middle once just to check it. Yep, that's all good. April says she's in Florida and school has just gone back there. So if you want to visit Disney and you haven't gone back to school yet, now is the time because their kids, the local kids, are all back at school now. But that it's 118 degrees. So there is that. Yep. So my goddaughter's family was there and came back 2 days ago. And then I've got friends who come back in another 2 days. And they have mostly said, I'm melting, I'm melting. They definitely made use of the water parks, I believe. All right. So we've now got that added to the background. And within the same stamp set, we've got, if I can put it on here so you can see it. Come on. We've got these that fit into those spaces. So I might use this one. And put that in Candied Apple. then drop it on the floor. Where did it go? Can I see it in these lights? The funny thing about lighting my desk is then my floor is in total shadow. So no, I cannot see it at all. Okay. Notice I'll find that once I can turn the normal lighting back on. Okay. And then for down here, this one says today. I'm just going to put that at the bottom of the ledger card. Like that. Don't knock this one off. We're all good. Fabulous. And then can use the star stamps as a bit of confetti. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of yellow. So this is scattered straw. Same thing down here. Oh, I like how this could slot into that, so I'm going to bring it a little lower here. Yep. I want to get the camera in there too, though. So that's candied apple, scattered straw. Maybe the green. So let's pull out. Could bring in this kind of blue, though. Yeah, because with so much red, the little bits of green are probably going to lean too close to Christmas. So that blue, salty ocean? Yeah. Lori's back to her Disney schedule in 1 week. She's so excited. She's been in withdrawal. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's do blue cameras. Where's the one I already tested? Here. Sophia wants to know how many people use paper clips on their pages. Well, let's just make it a little poll. She says she has quite a few cute ones, but she's not sure that she'll ever use them. Is it because you don't know how, or because you actively don't like them? Have you scrapped with paper clips? There you go. Yay! Ginny got the stamp set and the 6x8 paper pad from Main Character Energy this weekend and likes both of them. Yay! I'm so glad. All right, so let's bring this blue that's down here up to here. And the camera will get tucked behind. So we're just going to see the top of it. Sorry, that strange noise is the base to my microphone hitting the edge of the desk. I think I've just put it slightly different in a slightly different spot on my waist. And so instead of not hitting the desk, today it's hitting the desk every time I move. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's going to look kind of like this. So maybe then we put the camera over here. Now, let's go to stickers and things. Let's put all the stamps over here. Right. So we've got flat stickers and chipboard stickers. I also got these little labels that I could cut out. Oh, I'm going to move the microphone. It's driving me mad now. Okay. So floral pieces I had here. That's a really good point. Jana says that paper clips and staples both rust where she lives. Yeah, if that's going to be a problem in your album, then I would say steer well clear, because none of us want rust on our carefully crafted pages. So I'm thinking that blends in there. Because I've got this, because it's shades of red, I've actually got a really good match to that pink right there. And then because this floral has strawberries, I'm going to take the other strawberry element to go up the top here. Like that. And then maybe I need a small element here, which would be this. Okay. So I've got a strawberry with just a couple little flowers. Let's put it on a pop dot. Pop it up, pop it up. Plastic covered paper clips are great and don't rust, says Debbie. That sounds like a good plan if you like the look but not the rustiness. How are we going there? So I'm adding all the embellishment here in the middle. Remember I said I was going to add journaling here. I've got a little bit of room here too. Title across here. It does mean that my space here at the moment is just pattern. I think I'm going to add a little bit of layering here. And I did say that today I was going to mix lots of patterns. So let's see what else I come across. Now I want to use wood grain lettering, so I wanted to add in some wood grain pattern. Sorry if this scares you. There we go. So it's this side that I want most because the other side's going to have wood grain letters. So I need something in here. Now, if you don't have this, because this is a Hey Little Magpie product, and that's a British shop, you could just stamp and punch a circle. You could just punch a circle. You might have other label products, maybe Ellie's Studio, because they do lots of labels. You might have all sorts of different, just simple labels or a circle. Or you might have stickers from the Simple Stories sticker books. They tend to have circular labels or circular stickers. You can find something, I promise. So what I'm wanting to block out is that layer there, that little gap. So I'm going to put that there. Yeah. So I've got the black frame here and here. Okay. And to make that then coordinate, I want another one of those. And where's the other one going to go? I think it's going to be the red circle here. But I've even got a yellow, and remember, added in a little bit of yellow, so I could use all three. See you later, Pam. Have a great week. Sophia says, oh, I can finish this survey. If I can remember how. Oh, there we go. The button finally popped up. And okay, 68% of you have used paper clips on a page at some point in time. Right. So Sophia says, it's amazing how much different climate makes. I use repositionable dot glue runners just like Shimelle and never had a problem with them, but other people need to spot weld down their layers. Yep. And Corey says she lives in one of the spot welding regions. Yep. I get lots of comments when people are new to my channel about, don't your pages just fall apart because you don't use as much glue as I do? And I promise you, if they were falling apart, I would be using more glue. Yeah, I definitely have a big collection of albums in my house. And if everything was falling apart, I would need to change my whole scenario because everything you see me make is for real. It's for my own albums. Okay, so that's going to sit here, but then this leaves me this little spot that I don't love. So that's a great spot for me to come in with a sticker here. So which has a tiny little stripe of yellow at the top, and so I'm going to cut that off. There we go. Yep. Which then means where I have the circle up here, I quite like there to be a rectangle phrase up there. So I just repeat the same sort of concept. Yeah. Now, do I want the yellow one over here? I do have quite a big gap there. I feel like I might as well use it. See you later, Kay. Have a good day at work. Right. Sophia says, there are people in the junk journaling and mixed media world that rust stuff deliberately, and there's a whole art to it. Just think, maybe we've just marketed our supplies to the wrong place, and we could bring in, we could take all our stuff that we don't want because it's rusted and find the people who are spending all their time rusting things on purpose. It's just what they need. Okay, so now that's going to need a pop dot here because I've put it up on the lifted bit. Yeah. And then, of course, I want a phrase across there. So we could add just a little happy one. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I think that's probably ready to stick down. Yeah. So anything that's flat needs glue. And then this just needs the pop dots all taken off. The back's taken off. Fabulous. You've reminded me, Sophia, in this discussion of could we market the things that we've said, they're too distressed for me to use, to a distressed audience. Not a distressed as in they're stressed out, but as in their art style is more distressed than ours. I was putting things away yesterday and wondering, is there a market for fabric remnants on a place like Vinted? And I haven't looked. Because I always have the fear of not having enough fabric when I'm on a deadline. So when I'm doing costume sewing or anything like that, I tend to end up, if I don't screw it up, I end up with extra because I've been too nervous to run exactly to what is required. But then I end up with a lot of small pieces left over, and there must be somebody who crafts in that sort of way. So I should look. I thought about it, but I didn't look it up. Okay. So far, so good? Do we like? Now, letters, and so I'm going to use this one that says moments. Just give it a little bit of shading, not a lot. Oh, part of the sticker stayed put. It's okay, because that's going to need foam underneath it anyway. Which I'm doing a terrible job at trying to locate. Spatial awareness. Not always my strength. Not in 3D. They should never have trusted me with a space shuttle. They were very correct. Stop that right in its tracks. Okay. And then the letters over here to write the word dapper. Yes, Nicole says definitely. Yeah, Sophia says people use them for art journaling, for quilts, certain kinds of quilts, applique. Yeah. Now my problem is because I also have, like a quilting stash too. And so I do have lots of small pieces like that that are meant to be small pieces like that. But the stuff that's not what I would consider, is this going to fit? It's going to be too long. I'm going to do it on a bit of packaging. Yeah, the stuff that would be a different kind of fabric. Like, so I once needed to make him a dance version of Sully the Monster. And so I have like velour. But there's got to be people who use it. I just need to see where the place is to say that I have such a thing. If there's, I'll check on places like Vinted, or if I need to go to somewhere more specific, like a Facebook group. I feel like Facebook groups for selling are kind of, people are less engaged there now. When WB was tiny, I used to find a lot of secondhand kid stuff there, but not so much now. I have a lot better luck on Vinted. Okay, so I'm going to have it overlap with the moments because the dapper is a little bit bigger. I might bring the moments up on top though. Now you see why I always ignore this step, because it's not particularly the most joyful. There we go. Yes, crazy quilting tends to use a lot of different fabrics together. It's true. So I think I'm never going to just put it in a bin, because there'll be somewhere that it will be useful. I just need to find where. Oh, if I do that, I'm going to need to pop it all up. This is getting to be a very tall page all of a sudden, but this all needs popping now. That's a good idea. Autumn says maybe bundle it and sell it as a big lot. Oh, yes. And Alana says mini artists and doll makers. Some people work in really small formats, so they don't ever need yardage. Just use small pieces. These are all good tips. I will let you know what I find. Okay, and then that means that this bit needs to be double lifted because now I've lifted everything that's up on top of here. Just making a little leaning tower of thickers. It's fine. Yeah, so if you don't know Disney characters, the reason I've put Dapper here is because we're dressed as a barbershop quartet who hang out on Main Street, USA, called the Dapper Dans. So that's why I've gone with Dapper Moments in the title. Yes. Okay. Journaling space, yes. Let's do some confetti. I have thickers there, or not thickers, enamel dots in here somewhere. Let's find them. Second time through the stack, that's when I'll find them, right? I know I saw them earlier. They're here. Paper. Where are you hiding? Ah, there. Oh, it's because that's the package. There's the dots. Found them. Okay. Oh, it's not actually from Dapper Day. It was from the Disney Bound UK picnic. Okay, so I've got dots and I want them where? So I definitely want a little bundle here. And then maybe yellow here. Hey, WB, you okay? Okay. Just wait. Ah, okay. Let's play a game. And I kind of want to bring that pink up here. Like that. If you'd asked me at the beginning if I was going to put pink enamel dots on this, I would have said no, but now I am. Okay, what I want to do though is to bring a little bit of this wood grain into this. How can I do that? Let's have a look here. And I think the way to do it is to have flashes. Where would the flash be? It would be here. That's the only one that has a flash. I might put a flash on one. Let's pretend there's a flash there. And you know, it's 3, so let's put one there. Then, yes, WB. Yeah. Yes, it is yours. Sorry. Random questions from a child while we go. Okay, so why don't I bring in a bit more of the pink with this little heart. And the question is, do I go pink or do I go peach? It's closer to the peach, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So this is Concord and 9th Nectar. And this is just a little heart confetti stamp. Hello. Could even put it in here, but I've already put one there, so I don't think I'm going to. Yeah. That and gold mist. Obviously. Aw, thank you. This layout was practically perfect in every way. Thank you very much. I can definitely see a Mary Poppins vibe with straw hats and a park, for sure. It's very, the stripes are very burnt. I do like how a background like this can just kind of encourage you to have the, kind of the bravery to go ahead and stick more stuff down because you've already got quite a lot of layering that's been done for you. So maybe it's a little less intimidating. It might not be, but I like the idea. I don't want you to be scared of paper. Don't be scared of paper or ink or anything. Oh, Corey says, would you mind adding the Concord and Knife ink to the shopping list? I thought I had it and I must have decided not to or something. Oh, I think I added it and then I took it off because mine hadn't arrived yet. And then I didn't remember to add it when it came back in. So if I add it now, it'll go to the top of the list. But when I change the list, I'll add it to the bottom where all the resources are. Is that all right? And so, yeah, it's called Nectar. They also do enamel dots in that color, and that's exciting in my world. Okay, so aside from journaling, that's where I'm going to stop with this one. But obviously, this could be a 2-photo layout easily because you didn't need to put a pattern in here. You could put a second photo in the frame, obviously. But I decided to put that paper in the frame. Why not? Okay, so I've got room to journal here and here and here, but I might also write in this space a little bit too. Pattern mixing, I ended up with slightly fewer patterns than I imagined, but it's also no small number of patterns. So we've got a polka dot, a grid here, a grid and a line here, a wood grain here. We've got strawberry motifs. We've got a different wood grain here that then is linked in here, and obviously the camera print. And we've got this red and white stripe to pick up on the stripes here, which then I've saved these 3 bits to go on the facing page that are going to have our other photos from the same day that I want to feel like it's cohesive, but I don't want to design it as a 2-page spread because I only have one of these backgrounds. So I'm going to use this to kind of pull that together, and that's the chipboard from the same collection there. This is another 3x4 card from that same thing. I can, of course, use the stamps again, the lettering again. So that should help me bring it all together to not look like they're completely different when the photos are all from the same day. Yes, so thank you so much for joining me for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to give it a thumbs up, that'd be super duper awesome. Thank you to the 34 of you who already have. But if anybody else wants to add that little thumbs up, it's super duper appreciated. And here's a special heart for all of you. Yay! Now, I will be not live. I'll be live, not live this coming Friday. It'll be a video at the same time, and I'll be in the chat. So if you've never been here for a hashtag live not live, it means that the video has been taped in advance, but I'm live in the chat. It just means that I'm at the exact time that I normally go live at 10 a.m. on a Friday. I wouldn't be at my desk, but I'll still have internet access. So I am going to do that, and we will move right along. I don't think I'm going to go straight into the facing page, but I also I'm not going to promise that I might not. I might decide that I really want to do that right now. So that's all good. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful and creative week, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!